Mic check. Testing, mic check. Testing for clarity. Okay, so good afternoon, each and everyone. It's afternoon or is it evening now? What time? It's 7, Lord, it's 7 o'clock and the place bright, so it is 7 o'clock p.m. I cannot believe it's already 7 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Clarkstown. When I say okay, I say alright. When I say alright, I say okay. Okay?
Alright.
Alright?
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
Alright?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. Wonderful. So it's really good to be here. It's really a privilege to be here. We're about to begin. So at 7 p.m. this meeting is officially called to order. I am your chairperson for the evening. My name is Wilvon Smith, Community Development Officer assigned to the Social Development Commission, SDC. Can everybody tell me what SDC stands for?
Social Development Commission.
Social Development Commission? Okay, you may be correct. So, without any further ado, I'm going to invite to do the devotion to do the welcome right now, sorry, our Vice President for Youth Relations, Mr. Trelawny Bennett. Please make him welcome.
Good evening, everyone. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all to the Clarkstown Community Development Committee Town Hall meeting. Let me first extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to Inspector Brown, representing the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and to all our other presenters that we will be hearing from this evening. We are honored by your presence and thank Alright, sorry about that. We're having mic problem. Again, we are honored by your presence and thank you for taking the time to join us as we work together for the betterment of our community. To our esteemed community members, both long-standing residents and newcomers, thank you for your commitment and for showing up this evening. Your voice and participation are vital as we strive to build a safer, cleaner, and more united Clarkstown. A special welcome also goes out to our executive members of the Community Development Committee who continue to serve with diligence, passion, and purpose. Your leadership and tireless efforts have brought us together today and to continue to push our community forward. This evening's meeting is not just a gathering, it is a demonstration of our shared commitments to progress, collaboration, and community empowerment. Together, we will discuss pressing issues, share ideas, and set plans into motion for the continued development of the community of Clarkstown. Let us approach tonight with open minds, a spirit of unity, and a shared goal of making our community a place where every resident feels proud to live. Once again, welcome and thank you all for being here. God bless you and may this meeting be productive and inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. I'm sure we can give him a better round of applause than that. That welcome was well and wonderfully done. So again, we want to welcome each and everyone here. We are...
Hold it up. Hold it up by top one. Hold it up by stop one. Yeah, hold it up, listen.
Mic check.
Yeah,
yes. I like the sound of that. Of course, we want to welcome our media, the media here with us today. Jamaica Streets Sports. We cannot overlook the media any at all, so we want to welcome Jamaica Street Sports. Now, the Clarkstown Community Development Committee is the leading community organization within the community of Clarkstown. This organization, of course, it is really stemming from the parent group, the Social Development Commission. Do you remember what SDC stands for? Social Development Commission. So yes, at the SDC, we seek to empower residents, we seek to empower community persons to participate in governance. And one of the primary ways in which we do that, we create community groups, we create community-based organizations. And the main community-based organization we have here in Clarkstown, it is known as the Clarkstown Community Development Committee. So the role of the CDC, the Clarkstown Community Development Committee, it's really to meet, look at the issues that affect the community, and to plan activities, plan projects towards solving these issues, towards mitigating some of these issues. Because the community have issues, not true? Yeah. Hold on, Clarkstown do have no issue? Wow, Clarkstown is the only community me hear so no have no issue. Clarkstown have issues? Yes. Can I hear one of the issues that Clarkstown have? Water, what are the issue? I hear bad road, what are the issue? Garbage, what are the issue? Crime and violence. Yes, so the issues are numerous. And of course, we have elected representatives, but they can do so much and no more. Sometimes as citizens, we have to take matters into our own hands and see how we can participate in governance to improve our community. Are we understanding? Yes, so that's really the focus of the Clarkstown CDC. As we go along, you will shortly be introduced to the committee, the executive members. You will shortly be introduced to them. The president will also give you a better overview of the Clarkstown CDC to really speak on projects that the group has executed throughout previous and longer years. Okay, so that's really what we're all about. This evening we're really seeking to just promote the work of the CDC and to encourage community participation. Oftentimes we have so many projects, but the participation of the community is not impressive. And we need more persons being a part of this group because there is so much that we can do as a community. Alright? So that's really the role of the Clarkstown CDC. Now, with everything, we must invite the presence of the Lord. And at this time, we are going to call on Mr. Peter Downer. He is also a member of our group. Mr. Peter Downer, he'll be coming to bring us to the throne of grace. Can you give it up for Bishop Peter Downer?
Let us pray. Most loving and eternal Father, we thank you this evening for life. And as we come here this evening, O Lord, to discuss, help us to discuss in a good manner. That when we leave here this evening, everyone will be happy. In Jesus' name.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Donna. Yes, I love how my voice is sounding. This might make my voice sound powerful and my voice is not powerful. I like how my mic is sounding. Mr. Street Sports, we are live on what platform currently?
All platforms. YouTube.
All platforms.
Facebook,
YouTube,
Facebook, Twitch.
Twitch. I don't even know that one. Twitch, that's a new one? I don't know that one. That's a new one. So to our viewers online, we welcome you. It's the Clarkstown CDC Town Hall meeting. Now, I would have spoke about the CDC a bit earlier. I would have spoke about the mandate, the purpose of the CDC, but I will invite the president of the Clarkstown CDC at this time, and he will give you a basic overview of the CDC, the progress we are making, projects in the pipeline, projects already executed, and really just to state where we plan to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me to give it up for the president of the Clarkstown CDC, Mr. Errol Campbell. Give it up.
Thank you, Sir Smith. Alright, let me say, greetings Clarkstown. Greetings Clarkstown. I here stand before you representing CT.C.C. And guess what now? More you come closer. Can we go give away $1,000 right now? We're going to ask a simple question that you're supposed to know, and the person who gives the answer gets $1,000 Jamaican dollar. Might be a jerk chicken liver, so you don't know you're going to be. Can't go far away. No, have it. Alright, nice. Alright, so let me say I'm really happy and I am proud to be the president for CDC. You can see we are well decked out in our blue, looking dapper. You know, you might be driving past, looking at us, you know, but let me say this to you. The CDC is a collection of people, community builders, patriots, people who are extremely serious about making Clarkstown better. Alright? So remember, we are here tonight because we want to let you know that you can join our crew to build our community. I know Mr. Sweet has mentioned all the issues that we have, which I'm going to talk about. So let me give you the question, alright? So listen keenly for me, please. Question number 1. What does CDC stand for? One question. Come no man. The question one.
A three question win the fit now. A three question. Yes, man, come on, simple question. Where go? Answer no, man.
Yeah, more than $1,000 for buy a flask. Clarkstown Community Development Committee.
That is the
Icebreaker for the moon. Know yourself, icebreaker that. The next thing we're going to ask is, where do we keep our CDC meeting and what time we start?
Is it one question or two questions?
one question, a compound question.
Okay, over the church town hall.
Alright. You don't get it at all. We don't mind to ever tell you, man. We want to tell us one. Alright, the question number 2 stands, double impact question stand. Who in Clarkstown, who is not decked out in blue, can come off the road onto my voice and tell me, where do we keep our CDC meeting? We can't work with this sector right now. Alright? We have $1,000 we want to give away now. Yeah man, we want to give to a man, but you know, cause it's all about promoting CDC. Alright? Alright. You remember CDC? Okay.
Yes?
Community Development Committee.
Where?
Clarkstown Committee, Development Committee. It is held in the Clarkson Primary School, starting at 6.
Who here? Who here? Mother here?
Me and your
CDC stands for Community Development Committee. It is at Clarkson Primary School. It starts at 6.
Alright, so, alright.
Street sports, catch it. Go present your $1,000. Come. Alright, so, yes, so she answered the question. So CDC stands for what? For what? What does C stand for? First C.
Community
What did D stand for?
Development
What did next C stand for?
Committee.
And we keep our meeting where?
Clarkstone Primary.
Clarkstown Primary School. What time we normally start?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. On what day? Thursday. Alright, so listen now. If you want to make impact in your community, you have to come to Clarkstown CDC. Alright, and we know that we are very talented person in Clarkstown. Talented in many ways. So we are here tonight to tell you about CDC and to encourage you to be a part of our CDC. Alright, that's why we are here. Alright, in our midst we have some special guests, some special person representative an agency that will answer your question. Alright, so let's get to my presentation. Now CDC, as was said, is the APEC organization. Alright, it has a constitution. It means that there is an approved document with instruction how it's supposed to operate. Alright, we have our constitution, which is spearheaded by SDC, and also we put some little special touch to it as the year goes on. Anything, alright? So SDC actually supervises CDC. Okay? Now our constitution has a vision and we have mission. Alright? Our vision, as I always say, our vision is to ensure that we occupy young people, create opportunities for young people. Alright, our vision also speaks of us keeping the environment clean. Our vision also encompasses that we, the CDC person, supposed to push for proper representation of the community. Hence we have tonight Inspector with us and SDC with us, and we have other person unofficially Inspector with us, you know, and we are expecting Solid Waste to be with us, alright, and Costa to be with us. So what we want to do is to allow you to have access to these persons so that you can pose your question or your concern, alright. Now I am certain that you might not know CDC, but you know our actions. Do you remember the many garbage bins that were in Clarkstown? Some in High Square, some down at Marshall, some down there. It's a CDC doing. Alright? Remember that? That is CDC. Do you remember the garbage down at Panassos there? So the garbage, like a receptacle? The skip. That is CDC in collaboration with the council Harper. Get that done. Alright? So CDC also is campaigning for the labeling of all your streets. So when you're giving direction in Clarkstown, you can say go to X Street or go to Y Street. Alright? CDC not only look at infrastructure. Alright? We also try our utmost best to feed and to help those who are in need. Alright? There are several attempts that we have made to feed the shut-in. Alright? We have fed the shut-in. We have put on fundraiser, we have put on 5K, 8K, job fair, you know, skill fair, we have put on work readiness activity. So CDC is always pushing for Clarkstown development. Alright, so we are not just some people come up today as strangers. We have been working relentlessly and tirelessly for years to ensure that things are better in Clarkstown. Alright? So So when we come out tonight, we come out with one intention, is to let you know who we are and to hear what you have to say and receive some of your concerns from your community. Alright? So we have some person that will be answering your question. Alright, I'm going to invite everyone from my voice. Our CDC meeting is held Thursday at the Clarkstown Primary School at 6 o'clock, and you are all invited. We want you to come out. Alright, the more the merrier. I am certain that you are concerned about the community center. Rona idea. You are concerned about it. Those who pass and see. The CDC is not only concerned about it, but we are putting plans in place. Alright, to renovate that place. Yes, we have a massive task, but we are CDC. We are the apex organization that's supposed to champion and community problem solving. Oh, Mr. Tado. Yeah. So there is nothing too big in Clarkstown for us to take on as the CDC. So we invite you to come. Come with the resources, come with the skill, come with what you have. We will use it to better this community. And that is what we are for. To empower you and to use your resources to better this community. Alright? So I know I have said a whole lot, and I'm happy to speak to you, and I keep on inviting you, telling you that every Thursday, Clarkstown Primary School, 6 o'clock, we have CDC meeting. Alright? So I would like to, well, Mr. Smith will call the executive still, so I'm going to ask that, I'm going to take my leave now, but you'll hear me further in the night, alright? So, Mr. Chairman, alright, Mr. Chairman, yes. Clap me man, yeah.
Oh gosh, you might beg the clap. Give it up for Mr. Campbell. Give it up for Mr. Campbell. Yes, so you would have heard a while ago from the president of the Clarkstown CDC. And as you would have seen a while ago, there are so many things that the group has been doing, but there is still so much things left to do. So we need you to come on out. We need the support of the community. It's not a one-person band. It's together that we can bring this community to community places. Give it up for Mr. Campbell again. Yes, and Mr. Campbell would have spoken on some of the projects that are executed by the CDC, but I just want to state one of my favorites. So annually, the Clarkstown CDC will host our Clarkstown CDC job fair. So we realize that unemployment is a critical issue in the community, and it's the effort of the CDC annually just to host a job fair. So we invite persons from the various hotel sectors, other companies, just to see if we can get persons from the community applying and receiving employment opportunities. And I'm proud to say that from the hosting of the last job fair last year, we confirmed 11 persons receiving employment from the community. Give it up. So yes, the group is trying and we need your support. So the CDC meeting is when? Thursday at what time? Thursday at 6. Where? Clarkstown Primary School. Wonderful. Yes, so we want to invite at this time, but before we invite that person, can I have all the Clarkstown CDC executive members standing? So I'm inviting you to take the stage. Remember, we have viewers online, we have viewers on all platforms, TikTok, Facebook. What is the name again, sir? Twitch. Lord gosh, Twitch. I don't even know that one. But the Clarkstown CDC executive members, please take the stage. We want to formally introduce you to the community. So Clarkstown community, we introduce you to the Clarkstown CDC executive members, led by the president, Mr. Errol Campbell. Give it up for them. On the sound week. On the sound week. It's dinner time. On the sound week. Okay, so we're moving right along. Yes, you can come down now. We're moving right along, and we've had Inspector Brown here. I must say, I believe he was the earliest presenter. You know, he has been here so long, Lord. I have to commend him for his patience, because maybe me would have fed up and gone. So at this time, I'm going to invite from the Clarkstown Police Station, Inspector Brown. Please give it up for him.
All right, good evening, everyone. Well, it is nice to see that the CDC, the Clarkstown Development Committee, is active. I've been in the Clarkstown police area from April of this year. It is the first time knowing of the CDC. I did not know that there was a development commission in the Clarkstown area. I got an invite from Mr. Campbell, and Mr. Campbell invited me to come to the meeting, and then right after the invite I met Mr. Downer. Mr. Downer visited the station and he gave me a personal invite after I got an invite from Mr. Campbell. This evening I was going to go to Falmouth because the Commissioner of Police was in Falmouth. And then I got a timely reminder again this evening that the Clarkstown Development Committee would be having a meeting. And so I am here. I came approximately about 10 minutes after 6, believing that everything would have been up and running. But I was reminded that we operate on Jamaican time. We don't really operate on the time that is specified or that is given. Thank you very much, the time that is given. We operate on the time that says, "I soon come." So there are so many persons who still soon come, they soon get here and they soon do what they're supposed to need to do. But I want to say from I've been inside Clarkstown, I've been properly welcomed. I've been welcomed by the taxi men who give me a little trouble. And I've been welcomed by the rough roads. And I've been welcomed by the continued development or continued increase of some refuse, some waste around the place. But knowing where the Clarkstown Development Committee meets now and knowing on the days that we meet, I believe all stakeholders can be invited to have a sit down and to see how best we can cause our representatives, whoever they might be, to look at us in a more favorable light and to cause certain things to be done. I want to say this evening, I am very pleased that I could have been asked to come and to sit with you and to have conversations with you. And I want to say for the rest of the evening, I'm looking forward, ladies and gentlemen, to be with you. And I'm looking forward also for the cooperation of the members of the Clarkstown Development Community and the community at large. Thank you very much, and God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Come on, give it up for Inspector Brown. Serve and protect is the mandate. Is that correct, sir? Serve and protect. All right, and just to remind you, we have our stakeholders here. In the interest of time, our stakeholders may not be able to. They might not be able to. In the interest of time, our stakeholders may not be able to give you that long conversation right now. But we're asking after the meeting if you have any concerns. There is going to be a section where you can ask questions. So questions can be directed to our stakeholders here. Are you understanding? Yes, wonderful. So give it up again for Inspector Brown. So at this time, we will be inviting from the National Solid Waste Management Authority, Miss Wiggins. Can you give it up for Miss Wiggins? Give it up, give it up, give it up. And I open the listening because I know Clarkstown have a lot of issues, but garbage is a big issue here, not true? So we want to hear from Miss Wiggins, not true? So we're going to listen and we're going to ask questions, right? Give it up for Miss Wiggins.
Alright, good evening everyone. I am Miss Lafayne Wiggins from WPM Waste Management Limited. I'm the community relations, currently serving as the community relations officer there, and WPM Waste Management Limited is the Western Regional Office of the NSWMA, and he would have mentioned what NSWMA stands for, National Solid Waste Management Authority, and we manage waste disposal, waste collection in 4 parishes. Can anyone tell me what those 4 parishes are? Trelawny, St. James, no, not St. Anne, Hanover and Westmoreland. Very good. So 4 parishes, Trelawny, St. James, Hanover and Westmoreland. And we are responsible for sweeping the major roadways and thoroughfares. We are responsible for providing roadside pickup of waste and managing the retirement disposal site. So that's where your waste goes. When you see the garbage truck collecting your waste, it takes the waste to the disposal site in St. James at retirement. So that's where all the waste goes from all 4 parishes, right? So this evening I want to talk to you briefly about what we can do to ensure that we manage and dispose of our waste properly, right? There are different things that we can do, and I want to say a special good night to those joining online as well, and thank you for the invitation to be here. So we know that we all generate waste, right? And waste is anything that we don't want anymore, we don't no longer have any use for, and we choose to discard of it. So it can be household waste, your regular household waste when you sweep up your yard or your house and you dispose of that, you discard that. You can also have bulky waste when you buy a new mattress, your stove, your fridge and all of that. That cannot go in the regular compactor truck, that needs a tipper truck, right? So we usually ask that residents, when you have that kind of waste, to let us know so we can schedule the truck in the area to come and pick up that, because we don't want persons putting it out on the roadside as we see often being done. And we have what is called organic waste or green waste, which is your fruit cuttings, your vegetable peelings, your grass cuttings and all of that. And what we realize is that a large percentage of the waste that goes to the landfill is actually from organic waste. So what we're encouraging persons to do is to do composting, right? Where you have a bin that's separate, where you place your fruit cuttings, your vegetable peelings, your scraps from your kitchen, your yam, your banana, your breadfruit and all of that. When you peel that, you put it in a separate bin, and there's a process that you go through in layering your twigs and your green leaves and your soil and your fruit cuttings. That's called composting, and you turn that on a 7-day basis, and what you see after a period of time is that that material breaks down into nutrient-rich soil material that fertilizes the soil and make it rich. So if you have a backyard space, you can utilize it for composting. So what we want persons to do is to really go into separating your waste so that we can see less organic waste going to the landfill. And we're still celebrating or observing Plastic-Free July, and we're encouraging persons, even though I see persons with their plastic bottles, we know we use it because of convenience, but as much as possible we try to encourage persons to separate your plastics from your regular waste, because everything breaks down differently, and plastic itself takes about approximately 100 to 1,000 years to break down, right? So what we want to do is to really encourage reducing, reusing, and recycling, the 3 R's of waste management. So once we do that, we will see less waste being generated by each person. So as the tagline of the NSWMA goes, Jamaica's beauty is our duty. So we all have a collective duty to keep Jamaica clean. We have a responsibility to ensure that your waste is collected and collected in a timely manner. You have a responsibility as citizens and residents to ensure that your waste is bagged and binned properly, so it's properly containerized in your drum or your receptacle at your gate and put out on time so that we can collect it. So we all work together in keeping our country in keeping our country clean, right? We all have a responsibility, yes? So we have to work together. So thank you so much, and I look forward to your questions.
Give it up for Miss Wiggins. We can do better than that. Give it up for Miss Wiggins. So what are the 3 R's? We forget them already. What are, Mr. Campbell, you have any more $1,000 giveaways? You have a $1,000 giveaway? Oh, you take it. Wow. Okay, so should we ask the question now, or do you rather the question and answer section later? Alright, so we have a giveaway here. So at the question and answer section, Ms. Wiggins will be doing a giveaway. Alright? Give it up for Ms. Wiggins again. She didn't come to Clarkson with her too long and not you. Not at all. Okay, so at this time we will be inviting from the Trelawny Health Services, and of course, what does THS stand for? Ah, Lord, we're not following at all. We're not following at all. From the Trelawny Health Services Inspector, Ms. Shauna K. Park, please make her welcome.
Good night, everyone. Now, I know Clarkstown to be a more vibrant community. Clarkstown barely sleeps, right? So I don't know how the applause are so lame tonight, right? The presenters are doing a lovely job. The CDC is doing an extra great job with trying to get the community more involved in making their space comfortable. Now, all my colleagues here, I call them my colleagues because we all have to work together to ensure that the community, and we're going to be specific, the community of Clarkstown works as a unit. Now, Inspector Brown is for security and Ms. Wiggins is for solid waste management. And I know I do a little bit of what Ms. Wiggins would do because she just had a health education on solid waste. And you know, I wanted to speak on it, but I think she did an extra lovely job with it. So can you give her a round of applause again? Right. In order for us to have good public health and environmental health, we have to ensure that garbage management or solid waste management is a key role. Tell me something that can occur if you don't manage your waste properly, environmental health-wise. All right, so you have a lot of outbreaks, vectors, we call them, rats, mosquitoes, any animal or insect that can spread disease. Those are called vectors. And one of the most prominent ones that we have in our community, what is it? Mosquitoes. And if you don't reduce, reuse, and recycle, do you know that you'll have an increase of mosquitoes in your environment? Yes, I am here representing the Trelawny Health Department, more so the Chief Public Health Inspector, Ms. Benisha Barnes, who unfortunately could not make it to the meeting due to other business in the capital today. So I'm here to represent the health department. I am always here supporting Clarkstown, even though I am not at the community level anymore. The CDC is always asking for my support, and I will forever lend my support to Clarkstown because guess what? When I came here as an intern, you know who made me turn inspector? The residents of where? Who made me can be inspector? Clarkstown. So I don't know, I love Clarkstown. Sometimes, you know, when you tell people about Clarkstown, they say, Lord, Miss Park, Clarkstown? Clarkstown? They say, yes, I'm my Clarkstown. I love Clarkstown. They were the persons who rallied around me. I was accepted anywhere that I went. I was always accepted. No matter how persons felt about me coming to their premises, I never felt unsafe. Going into any area, whether it's top town, bottom town, McHill, you name it. I've walked every district in Clarkstown, Red Hills, Campbell's, you name it, I know it. Now, Mr. Campbell, he mentioned that around a couple years ago, we did some projects in Clarkstown. But let me talk to you now, Clarkstown. You see, if the community members come and work on a project, you know what is your responsibility? You have to maintain it. When I was doing premises inspection, everybody come to me. Miss Park, Lord God, the place dirty. The truck now come, this and that. I spoke with the CDC and we did 2 solid waste projects. One exiting the community and one at Panarsos. And we also gave out drums at strategic areas. And you know, for like a year or so, it was working lovely. And guess what to make happen? Everything just run right down. Why don't make it happen, Clarkstown? No. If we have another project like that, you have to maintain it. You ask for it, so you have to maintain. I'm sure Miss Wiggins and her agency will ensure that they will up frequency of collection, because we know that's an issue, right? So that's her responsibility. On my end, we can only refer the complaints to them. So if you see me or any inspector, because the other day somebody said, Lord, Miss Park, some people in my town now keep it town good at all in Miss Park. You must come talk to them. I did relay the message to the inspector for the area. So I hope everybody who uses the town in the hearing of my voice, they use the space and control their own solid waste and ensure that the environment in which they are working is safe for their customer. So it's not about just making money, it's about the aesthetics of your community. Did you know that Clarkstown is one of the central towns to Falmouth and Albertown? If you are coming, if you're going to drive through Trelawny to get a tour of this lovely parish, if you're driving from Falmouth coming up to go to Albertown, which part you must pass through? Clarkstown. You have a name of a town, so you need to give it a town vibe with everything that you do, the aesthetics, how you treat people, how you keep your environment. So from the public health department, I'm just encouraging you, any projects, whether it's for the community center, you have to ensure that you maintain it. I have my colleague here, Mrs. Brown Powell. She's a community health aide at the Clarkstown Health Center. You have to come in the shop, remember her person's online. She works at the community health center, Clarkstown Health Center, where you can get your preventative care, your primary health care. You are to access the care there. We don't want to burden the hospital, so you access your maternal health, your child health, etc. Tell them some of the services that is offered at the health center.
Good evening again, Clarkstown. Come on, man. Clarkstown, I know you can do way better than that. Good evening, my Clarkstown people. Good, that is much better. Now, most of you may know me, and for those who don't know me, I will reintroduce myself. My name is Dana Brown, one of the CHA from the Clarkstown Health Center. Now, some of the services that we offer maternal care, meaning if you're pregnant, you come to the health center. And if you don't come, I am going to come and find you. And if you know anybody who is pregnant, you can always find me and I will find them to ensure that they get the care, because we don't want any maternal death in our area. We don't want anybody to die after giving birth. Not true? Not at all. Right? We also offer child health services. So what we do for your babies, as soon as you're pregnant, you come, and when you have the babies, we are going to be taking care of those babies until they become adults. We ensure that they are properly vaccinated. And one of the biggest issues we're having in Clarkstown is that the parents are not taking the children to the health center to get their vaccine. And as a result of that, we have to be walking up and down from Campbell's, Red Hills, Bottomtown, Hyde, Mackhill, Toptown, you name it. Panarsos, down Long Pond, bottom down there, so in the bush them. Just imagine that girl that they going to the bush them down there, so. So I am just saying that when we have our children, they are our responsibilities. So I'm asking that parents come out to the children, help them to be vaccinated, so we don't have to be walking up and down looking out for them. Everybody can remember when we have the COVID outbreak, how bad it was. And we are trying to ensure that we don't have another like that. It's possible that it may happen again, but we are trying on our path to do the best we can to ensure we don't have that. We also have medical clinic days. So don't think of just children and pregnant people we take care of. It doesn't matter what age you are. If you're not well, the health center is open to you. We open at 8:30 to 5 in the afternoons from Mondays to Thursdays, and on Fridays from 8:30 to 4. So you come to the health center on Fridays when we have our medical clinic. The doctors will be there to see you. Next week, Wednesday, we're going to be having school medical. So I just want to put that out there. If you have a child that is going back to school who needs to get their medical done, next week, Wednesday, it's going to be school medical at the Clarkstown Health Center. Parents, please bring with you your child's immunization card or your baby's passport. For those who are already going to that clinic, I'm asking that you take with you your appointment card so that the process may be smoother. Any other questions you can ask them as we go along. I don't want to take up too much time because we have other persons who need to be presenting too. Thank you so much.
I'm going to hand over back to the chair. Thank you. That was our time.
Well done, wonderfully done. Can we give it up for Miss Park and Miss Brown? No man, we can. I know it's dinner time, but we can give it up. That was a wonderful presentation. Would you agree? Yes. So what stood out for me though, I can remember the projects. I can remember the erecting of those garbage skips. I remember it like it was yesterday, and it was such a good project. The community came out, the CDC members came out, they gave off their expertise and their labor. There was so much sweat, blood, tears put into those projects, but we kind of let it run down. So in future, it's important, as Ms. Parks said, that whenever we develop these infrastructures, we own it, so we need to maintain it. Sometimes I used to pass by Panarsis and I tell us, it's like, imagine a minibus. Imagine a minibus carrying the amount of persons that a coaster would carry. That is what the skip would look like. It was being filled far over its capacity. But we do understand that everybody has a role to play, because we would have had issues with the picking up of it with the truck pickup. And it's really one of the purpose of this town hall meeting this evening, just to inform you from the stakeholders where they are with the services to be offered, and really to hear from you, the residents, your concerns. So give it up again for the Trelawny Health Services. So the parish manager of the Social Development Commission, Mrs. Paula Barrett Reed, she would have been invited, but due to circumstances beyond her control, she was not able to attend. So I will just give a small greeting from the SDC. I will just give a small overview from the SDC. I know I've been up here long, and our viewers here and online are tired of me, but I'll just give a small overview from the SDC. So the Social Development Commission is the leading community development agency working under the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. Which ministry we work under? And so the phone card there, make sure you're listening. And of course, that ministry is led by the Honorable Minister Desmond Mackenzie. Who leads that ministry? Desmond Mackenzie, yes, that is correct. And of course, we work across the 775, Mr. Brown, if I'm wrong, you tell me, we work across the 775 communities across Jamaica. You know how much communities in Jamaica? And of course, we have a branch in every parish. So for Trelawny, we work across the 38 communities in the parish. You hear how much communities the Trelawny? 38. But for you, it might sound like a low amount. But let me tell you what happens oftentimes. You see, oftentimes we mix up districts with community. So from SDC standpoint, we have our borders and boundaries. And from the borders and boundaries, we have established what is a community from what is a district. So you see Clarkstown now, Clarkstown would be the community, and you have districts of Clarkstown to include Panarsis, Hyde, tell me them now, Mackhill, Top Town, Bottom Town. Yes. So sometimes we might confuse the districts with the communities, but there are really 38 communities in Trelawny. Now, we seek to promote the community development through 7 programs. I won't go in depth, but under our strengthening of the participatory governance framework program, you hear it long, we call it the governance program. Under that program, we create community groups. So we create community groups, we empower persons to participate in these groups. One such group is what we have here, the Clarkstone what? The Clarkstone Community Development Committee. And what we do, it's really persons within the community. As Mr. Campbell would have said earlier, there is a constitution by which the groups operate. So there is a certain set of laws. There is a certain set of laws from which the groups operate. And from those laws, what we do, we have community persons that basically come together, meet, assess local issues, and plan projects and responses to these issues. So that's really the governance program. We have a research program as well. From the research program, we have community information. So for each community, we have what is called a profile. The profile is a detailed document in each community. It's like a community encyclopedia. So for example, the Clarkstone profile would consist of the history of Clarkstone, the demographics, the age, sex distribution, the housing situation, the sanitation situations in the community, etc. Very detailed. We also have community priority plans. We have listings of all churches, schools, play fields, etc. So if you should have a child or a teenager in university doing maybe doing a study and you need community information, all that information and more is available at the Social Development Commission. Okay? We also do sports, so we annually do our T20 cricket competition and we do netball and other sports. Okay? So that's a little bit about what we do. I won't bore you. So without any further ado, we are going into our question and answer segment. So for our viewers online, if you have a question, you can just type it in your comments. And of course, we will read your question and provide the answer. And of course, the questions would be directed to who? Us here on the panel. So who do we have on the panel again? We have from the NSWMAO, Ms. Wiggins, from the Jamaica Constabulary Force O, Inspector Brown, and from the Trelawny Health Services O, Ms. Shauna K. Park. And from the SDC who? Mr. Webon Smith, wherever he is. Okay, so at this time, the floor is open. If you have a question, you can just walk to this side, meet me up here, and the microphone is yours. If you have a question or a concern to be directed to these stakeholders. Any questions? No questions? One question?
Yes, sir. One question.
Okay, run come. It's my bedtime.
Good night, everyone. Maverick Campbell. So this is for Miss Wigan. Is there a scheduled time for the truck in Clarkstone? And second, if the schedule is not followed, if there is one, is there a way, are there ways and means to inform the residents in the community of the shift date?
All right, thank you for that question. So the scheduled day for cleaning for Clarkstone is on a Thursday. And what we try to do is we try to get in contact with the community representative. So if you have a community group, you can add our number to that group so that we can put out that update, because that is what we do usually in different community groups. we would send an update to say, okay, we were having some operational or mechanical challenges. The truck was scheduled to come today, but it won't be coming again. But the next collection day will be tomorrow or the following day. So you can take my number and then you can add it to the community group so that we can provide that update. And what we do as well, we put out a daily schedule on our social media platforms so that persons are aware of the scheduled collection for each parish. Sure.
So my next concern.
Number, online, number.
So the number 876-443-6709. That's 876-443-6709.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Wiggins. We have another question. Please make your way up here.
Yes, my question. We have a park in Claxton. Why the taxi men not going into the park? Oh, sorry, not her. Inspector Brown, sorry about that. Yes, sir. Why?
So when I came to Clarkstown, one of the first thing I did was to start to speak to the taximen on the corner. And they told me that the citizens themselves were not going to the park. And so they were hijacking the citizens in the town. Recently what we would have done, we would have asked the taximen and we would have instructed them by way of tickets and pleading with them to go into the park. Whenever they see the police, they go into the park. But when they don't see the police, the park becomes the square. So it is a challenge for the police. One of the greatest things that we would love to have is for the citizens themselves to go into the park. Because if the citizens go into the park, then the taxi drivers have no option but to go to the park for the citizens. As old time people say, ants follow fat. And if the fat is around the park, that is where the ants is going. But we are still doing our best, we are still doing everything we can to move the taxi drivers from into the square, into the park. And one of the things we need to get in touch with is the parish council to start operating the park again.
Okay, thank you, Inspector Brown. Do we have any other questions or concerns? So do you have any concerns relating to the garbage situation or collection? Do we have any questions relating to the police, the safety and security of the community? Okay, we have a question. Please state who you are directing the question to.
Alright, so I want to direct my question to the most popular name of here, D. Brown. Alright, Mr. Brown, Inspector Brown. I don't know if the latest statistic of Clarkstown crime and violence. Could you shed some light on our status of crime and violence and so forth in Clarkstown? Or even in the adjoining community, alright?
So I will take into consideration the entire policing area. So I'll take Duansville, Panarsos, I will take Hyde, Bottom Town, Top Town. I will take right out onto Jackson Town, right where the border of the Clarkstown police station is. When I first came here, I heard that Clarkstown was an awful place. Earlier years before, that it was a dangerous place. But when I came here, I saw no such thing. I didn't see anything where Clarkstown was a dangerous place. But what I did notice is that there's a lot of domestic disputes within Clarkstown. But what we have been doing for the longest time is that once there is a domestic dispute, once the attention of the police is brought to the domestic dispute, it is attended to very quickly. Domestic disputes have a tendency to go out and become murders. Because when people are upset, they will pick up their machetes, they will pick up their stones, they will pick up anything that they can find to attack other persons. And it sometimes results in murders. Let me say this. For the time that I've been here, we've had no murders in Clarkstown. What we have basically have is domestic disputes. And a lot of the domestic disputes are among family members. That's why they call them domestic. They are among family members. You understand? But other than that, we have not had any serious domestic disputes that would cause us to believe that we have an epidemic in terms of. But in terms of constant situations that the police will have to solve, there's quite a bit of domestic dispute, and I think the community needs to have a way in which there is a domestic dispute resolution. There is some dispute resolution taking place where people can sit and talk to each other about what is it that is offending them. But the crime situation in Clarkstown as it is now, Clarkstown is smooth sailing. We're allowing a lot of events to take place. Normally there wouldn't be events taking place, but based upon what is happening now, events are being allowed to take place. And so therefore, the biggest thing that Clarkstown is facing in terms of crime is domestic violence and domestic disputes.
Okay, thank you, Inspector Brown. Do you have any more questions for our stakeholders? Hurry up and come, hurry up and come.
Good evening, everyone. My question is to Miss Wigging. As Mr. Smith said in response, for years we have had skips up there or bins to put the garbage. It's now gone. But the most terrible one is the Panasas area. Now, if you drive around there, you see everything in the road. What can we do to contain the garbage inside? We had drums there, and they're all gone. We tried to put a skip there, and it is out of order. So please help us to keep that area, because the trash from here also goes around there from the business community or stores. So they have a litter guy that takes the trash around there and empties it. But the dogs and the pigs and the goats and the cows scratch it out, and it is terrible. And this is why we have you here to help us control that.
Right, thank you for that question. So regarding Panarsus, we're aware that illegal dumping is taking place there, and what we intend to do is to get rid of that dump site, to clear it and to work with the community members to beautify that space, because that is something that we have done in a number of areas across the region, where we clean the illegal dump site and beautify the area with plants, tires, and all of that. So that is something that we will work together with the community to do, and also have more public education, sensitization sessions, especially with commercial operators in this space, to actually get a contract for waste collection, because they're actually supposed to get a contract for waste collection instead of dumping illegally or using the skips that were there before. So that is a conversation that we can have in terms of planning the date and time for beautifying the space and removing all the waste that's there.
Alright, so I think the issue with Panarsus and Mackhill is how the truck would access the communities. So the reason why the CDC had done the project on the flat was the complaint from the drivers were saying that it's hard for the truck to maneuver. I don't know if you have ever walked up Panarsus or Mackhill. Not all the roadways are so easily accessible by that size truck. So what would be, I think that's the question that Ms. Furtado was asking. So we know that the area can't stay as is, and we know that you did a similar project at the entrance of the community there. But with the truck not being able to access Panarsus and Mackhill in totality, you're gonna still have the issues of the residents coming down to the flat and leaving it and assume that when the truck passes, they'll take it up. So what would be your recommendations then?
Alright, so we have what are called scout trucks. Those are the smaller trucks for areas that may be a bit, inaccessible for the larger compactor unit. So what we will need to do from the public cleansing department is to have those trucks scheduled for those areas where the bigger units cannot access them. So now that you have outlined that, then I will take that information back to the senior public cleansing inspector so that the trucks can be scheduled for those areas.
I have a question for you, Mr. Gunn. I live in the Topton. I live in the Topton district, and you have two types of trucks, as you said. I don't think I will have the store truck because I big unit in my area. I want to ask a question about suppose the trucks come in my area but don't pick up my garbage, specifically in my street, because of the persons working on the truck very disrespectful, and they think you're over their job description not to pick up the garbage. What can you do for me? And what am I supposed to do with my garbage when I am not there to put it in there myself?
So you're saying that they're not picking up your garbage specifically? Alright, so you'll have to make a report. So the number that I gave, you can send the official report to that number so that an investigation can be launched into that, so that we can have a resolution to that matter, because that is not supposed to be happening. So we would definitely have to investigate that and have it resolved, because your garbage should be picked up.
You say about the small trucks in those, okay, those small trucks in those areas. But I believe around here, if you have those iron containers, where you put people onto it, can you, madam, as a solid waste person, can you get one of those iron around here, man? That's when it lower that truck come and just pick it up and it's gone again.
Sorry about that. So I have noted your concern and your request, but it's something that I have to take back to the public cleansing department. So they would have to come and do their assessment to see if that's something that can be implemented there and how best it would work. So it's a collaborative effort. But I have noted that, and I will take back that request or suggestion back to the public cleansing department.
When I say that, madam, will swab, will mattress, and them thing, them tweak around here. So if you have one of those iron things, it would be nice, Nice talking.
Alright, noted.
With the garbage truck. It's not fair when the garbage truck coming by to pick up the garbage. There are sometimes the cars that blocks the road that the garbage truck cannot come through. And when they cannot come through, they turn back. So your garbage have to stay on the road. And then the dog will step out and all that. So what she's saying about the man when not picking up the garbage, I'm not gonna say she's start from that. Because I live in Topton.
Well, everyone's situation is different. So as I said, we'll have to do our investigation to see what the situation is in that area, alright?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so question for the Trelawny Health Services.
Alright, so Miss Sparks. Yeah, so mosquito is a serious issue. You have to go educate me and, talk about mosquito. Because I want to get rid of mosquito. It's too terrible.
Alright, let's just make this clear. You will never get rid of mosquitoes. But what we teach persons is what? Reduction. Right? They are part of the ecosystem and they are so minute it's very hard for us to get rid of them. But I have seen within the last month that the vector control workers have done fogging in at least Hyde. I'm not sure if they accessed all areas of Clarkstown, all districts, but I know that they were in Hyde. Now, once you have a public health inspector, her name is Georgian King. She works in Clarkstown, Duanville, and Kinlass. And I'm pretty sure Clarkstown persons are not ever shy to stop and complain to inspector. So I'm pretty sure if you talk to Miss King and tell her your concerns, she will relay the matter to Mr. Leonid Wright, who is the vector control specialist in the environmental health department at the Trelawny Health Services. However, as citizens and residents, let me give you some points and tips. Now, you know dust, right? What is dust? When night a come down, don't. Another time the mosquito like come out. Me know the place hot and you want to keep the windows open. But here we know. Is either you go get a little hot or you and the mosquito gonna stay inside. So you have to close up your windows at dust, right? 1. If you don't have sensitive skin and you can manage repellent, that's also one way. No, when I was doing premises, the older persons used to say, me not like NWC water, rainwater me want. Alright, cool. Rainwater is all good enough. But what are you gonna do about the rainwater when mosquitoes start breathing in it? You have to do what? Cover it. Yeah, no, look here now. Let me talk about the bleach. And the bleach me come out. Bleach now do nothing for no mosquito. I don't know who tell you that. Stop it. Bleach don't kill mosquito because all along you throw bleach mosquito them. You never dead yet. All you do with the water clean for the mosquito. What you need to do is throw oil. Oil prevents the mosquito larvae and pupae from breathing. So when you cover the surface of the water with oil, it prevents breathing and they'll actually die. However, let us say we're in the rainy season now, right? And you have your drums outside and we know Clarkstown have water problem from time to time. We're going to take time to have just in case somebody pass through. But we have water problem from time to time. Don't. So everybody might put out a little drum and catch a little water. We do something. No problem with that. But you have to ensure that you put something over the water, the drum. Like a little, you know the old granny curtain them we used to have with mesh and all. Yeah man, fold that about 4 times and put it over the drum. Right? But here with that now. You see if it falls in, like the drum is full and it falls in, you know that it's gonna sink in and settle the water and the mosquito. Him decides that him have to lay in there, go lay in there. So you have to ensure that you walk your premises and ensure that you properly do what? Store your garbage, or you're gonna have a proliferation or excess mosquitoes. And you must bear in mind that there are a lot of ponds in Clarkstown, right? There are a lot of ponds and water puddles in Clarkstown. So that's a breeding site for mosquito. But if you take care of your premises, you won't have such a great issues with mosquito, because I live in Clarkstown. I mean, I have mosquito problem. Because guess what? Sometimes people not even know me their home. Miss Park, I'm gonna say outside. Me like inside. Me like inside. I mean, I have mosquito in my house, but me know mosquito there at Clarkstown, right? But you have to protect your premises. Did you know that mosquitoes can fly up to 100 meters? Did you know that? So imagine I am taking care of my home, but 5 of my neighbors down the road, them no business. Because the persons in the blue uniform must come and throw something in the water that government pay them for. Cut out that. That mentality must stop. You have to take care of your premises and ensure that your neighbors are also fine. You must live good with your neighbor. You must can't tell a neighbor say, my God, you know, sister, 2 little container there front of your yard. Turn you over now. For last month, I want Joe, I not see you throw no dirt in there. You want help? Come and help you throw a little dirt in there. These are the things you have to do and encourage your neighbors to do the same, because if you do it and your neighbors are not on the same team, it's going to be frustrating for you. Alright, so I hope you remember these tips and tell a friend to tell a friend that the mosquito can fly 100 meters and you're not breed up none of your yard, and understand how so much mosquito there in your yard. So make them go check their premises. Alright? Alright.
Yes, madam, you said that I hear you say blue uniform. Give him the mic. Blue.
I hear you say that the blue uniform. I've never seen a blue uniform.
You not see them, but me see them. You see them? You see them? Me see them. But their pattern is normally every 2 weeks, because we have additional 56 persons working with the vector control unit at the health department. We call them vector control workers. So they go to your premises, but hear what? They don't really like to come in your yard when you don't answer them, And sometimes you might feel it's Jehovah Witness, but peep through the window. It's Ministry of Health. It's not Jehovah Witness, right? We come to preach health. So even if them preach and talk to you, I help them come board. So just provide access to your house, right? So sometimes even if they build a relationship with you. So even if you're not there, and you say, no, say if you don't see me, you can still come in. I don't have no dog, no cat, no nothing. Just come in and check the place. They will gladly do it. So I know that they rotate around every 2 weeks. They'll come to your premises because it's an enhanced program from the Ministry of Health. And of course, Clarkstown, them not afraid to complain. So me know say if you don't have problem, the health center is there. Once you make your complaint there, and Miss Brown or any other staff, they will pass it on to the environmental health unit, and the relevant officers will come and do their due diligence. All right? Thank you.
Okay, so we have a very interactive question and answer segment. I must commend our stakeholders and of course you the community members. You've been participating actively. Okay, so do we have any further questions? If not, we have a few giveaways. So in my pocket here, courtesy of the Clarkstown CDC, I have 2 phone cards, each valuing $250 credit. How much plan that can put on, Mr. Downer? That can put on a plan? How much you put on a plan, Mr. Downer? Tell me.
I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Downer has the Wi-Fi at home. He doesn't put on plan. Yes. So we have 2 flow cards valuing $250 each. We also have 2 Digicel phone cards, each valuing $200. So at this time, I'm going to invite our stakeholders. So we want 2 questions from the Trelawny Health Services, and you will answer and come and take a prize. We want 1 question from Inspector Brown, and of course, Miss Wiggins has a special giveaway. All right. So 2 from Health Services, 2 from Mr. Brown, 1 from Miss Wiggins. So I invite the Trelawny Health Services to come with their question now. Are you listening? Are you ready?
Ready. I'm going to ask a simple one. How far can a mosquito fly? The audience member, come then. Come get the credit now. Come on. You mean say something not give away I don't want it? Come on. Why you so shy? They saying that, you know, Miss Becky, you're going to be the last resort. If the residents don't want the credit, then we're just going to have to give it to you. Thank you for your contribution. Right? How far can a mosquito fly?
100 meters. Chat. You can also answer the question. I can also, we can get the credit.
They go still allow somebody to answer, because maybe they're not here. Community members, how far can a mosquito fly? Up to how much?
Chat, if I can answer the question, they get the credit, okay?
Somebody's coming? Alright, come. Ooh, come here. Good evening, representing Secure World Corporation. Come to the front and answer this question. How far can a mosquito fly? 100 meters. Just like you say, don't. Alright, what you want? Did you sell our floor? Floor. Take it and go on, yeah, beloved. Thank you. One more question from Miss Brown.
Now my question is, when are we having school medical and what do you need to take with you? I'm sure that I'm a loudspeaker, so everybody should hear that. Come on over here, sweetheart. When are we having school medical? What you're supposed to take with you? Hold on, Miss answer, hold on a little bit. Let's see if somebody else can come. One thing we love, we love an attentive group. Come with us. See, Red is going, come Red.
You need the immunization card.
When is it?
Wednesday.
Where is it?
Clarkstown Health Center.
What else do you need to take?
The passport.
Should I give her the gift? Yes. Come, sweetheart, come. You deserve a gift. Which of them you need? All right.
Okay, give it up. Hey, no man, the last question, they should have get about 5 different phone cards. That's a whole lot of question. Okay, so we'll take the question now from the Jamaica Constabulary Fund.
So we're going with one easy question. One easy question. The police is expected to do what? Serve, protect, and? One simple question. You expect the police to do what? Serve, protect, and? Ensure it's a drink. You expect the police to serve, protect, and? So the police has a motto that anytime you see a police officer, the expectations you have is that the police is to serve, protect. Come here, my dear. Serve, protect, and do what?
Reassure.
That is the motto of the police. Holy darling. We are here to serve you. We are here to protect you. And we are here to reassure you that we will serve and protect you.
Give it up, give it up, give it up for her. What is your name? Rose. Okay, Rose. And Rose, you're going to join the CDC, right? Yes, so you see at the end, even before the end, we want to, yes, you're going to go to Miss Furtado. She's going to take your phone number and remind you of the date of the meeting. Who won the first prize again? Yes, Miss Furtado, please don't take her number before she take the taxi, okay? Alright, so one more phone card remaining, $250. Come, remember your plan going up to the 250 flow card can put on a plan. So one question from SDC. Mr. Brown, you want to ask this question? Yes, Mr. Brown from the Social Development Commission will be answering this question. Give it up for Justice Brown, Mayor of Clarkstown.
Inspector. Okay, I'm sure you heard when Mr. Smith was speaking. I'm gonna ask a very, 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 very easy question, okay? He mentioned numbers of communities, okay? So how many communities we work in? It's two places, so you run come. In Jamaica and in Trelawny. How many in Jamaica? How many in Trelawny?
775 and 38 is in Trelawny.
Wonderful. And you're going to be one of the newest members of the CD. Are you a member? Or you're going to come? When is the next meeting? Thursday. So you will be there. Okay, you shouldn't owe the prize until you come Wednesday, Thursday. But, okay. Oh, see the card there. So, we're going to come and make the presentation, but we'll take picture. Anything from SDC, we have to have what we call MOV. Means of verification. Wait. Come on, ready for the picture. Yes, I got it.
Okay, so our final question will be coming from the NSWMA. So at this time, I will be inviting Ms. Wiggins to come with the final question. And Ms. Wiggins, what do you have to give away this evening?
I have a lovely reusable water bottle. And we're in Plastic Free July. We're celebrating, we're bringing down the curtains on Plastic Free July. So this question is plastic related. So how many years approximately does it take for plastic to break down? Don't shout. I see a hand raised here. Yes, she is correct. Up to 1,000 years.
Let me take the photograph now. Collect.
Okay, please make the presentation, Miss Wiggins. Give it up, give it up. Give it up for the newest member of our Clarkstown CDC.
Got you.
Okay, so as we close,
Who won the prize with inspector?
the prize with inspector, I believe Rose won that prize.
Rose, please come. I want a photograph with you. Yeah. And inspector.
Rose, please make your way.
Alright, yes.
This is your one. You're giving your again.
Yeah, Rose, take it up here. Alright, I got it.
So for our persons just arriving, this is the Clarkstown CDC Town Hall meeting. We are coming to a close. So do we have any questions online? Mr. Brown? Okay. Alright, so I just want to thank each and everyone for coming. We understand that you have many other engagements you could be right now. We understand you could be cooking your husband dinner or ironing for work tomorrow. But because you have a love for your community, you made it here. And of course, we want to remind you of the next meeting of the Clarkstown CDC. It is Thursday at what time? 6:30. Where? Yes, so that's Thursday at 6:30 at the Clarkstown Primary School. So at this time, I am going to be calling on Mrs. Campbell to do the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. So tonight, I have the easiest job. Let me say heartfelt thank you to all the persons who took the time out to come and sit and share with us the CDC of Clarkstown. Special thank you to you, Inspector Brown, Miss Wigan, also Miss Park, with vim and vigor and vivacity she delivered to us. Also, our Mayor, Mr. Brown, Justice Brown, our President, Jamaica Streets Sport, Mr. Brown. So we have so many Browns, and the Browns are in high places. So should we change Clarkstown to Brownstown? No. So many Browns, and thank you so much for volunteering your service. For our viewers online, thank you so much for staying with us. To our able chairman, Mr. Smith, put your hands together for him, who did a fantastic job in chairing this evening meeting. Thank you. Thank you also to the members of Clarkstown community, those who stood by, those who were just passing by, those who sat and listened throughout. Thank you so much. Just remember that next Thursday, I'm not saying goodbye, I'm just saying later, because I'm going to see you next Thursday. At where? It's not next Thursday. So the other Thursday. So the next meeting will be on the 7th of August. So I'll see you on the 7th of August. All right. So I hope that this meeting would have informed you enough, and so we have baptized 2 persons for sure. Right, Rose? Rose have been baptized into the Clarkstown CDC. I want you all to come out and share in the development of the community where we move Clarkstown from good to great. God bless you. Have a good night.
All right, just want to add to what was just said. For those who are interested in coming into the meeting, please see me here. Give me your name and your number so I can reach out to you and give you a reminder of when we're having the meeting, okay? Anybody who's interested, just come and see me, or you just put up your hand, I'll come to you so that I can remind you I'm coming over.
Okay, so we'll close with the singing of the national anthem. If I should lead it, the speakers might be blown. I'm not a singer. So I am going to invite again Mrs. Campbell to lead us in the singing of the national anthem with her beautiful voice.
Can we all stand? Hands by your side. Eternal Father, bless our land. Guard us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil power. Be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Stir response to duty's call. Strengthen us the weak to cherish. Give us vision lest we perish. Knowledge send us, Heavenly Father. Grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love.
Thank you all my viewers and subscribers. Thank you for tuning in to Jamaica Street Sports TV.